Red Dirt Roots is presented by Eskridge Chevrolet. We have the Chevy for you in Guthrie, Auto FX in El Reno. Take whatever you ride or drive to the next level. Cook, feed, and outdoor in Oklahoma City and Yukon. Lucky Lure Tackle, shop where the pros shop. And Central New Holland for all your equipment needs. When we were young and growing up in the outdoors, we weren't dreaming about trophy racks and record books. We were just dreaming about adventures.
Before the bug crack of dawn, I got my real tree camo and scent block on. My kids right beside me in my tree stand, clutching that 243 from my old man. Those red dirt roots take me where I wanna go, to my camo duck liner, that old fishing hole. Nature craving's only thing I know, but I can't get there without these red dirt roots. Putting food on the table, it's what I do. Stocking game like a Chickasaw hunter used to. Living off the land is my gift from God. Packing heat with my rifle, all my fishing right. Those red dirt roots take me where I wanna go, to my camo duck liner, that old fishing hole. Nature creeping's the only thing I know, but I can't get there without these red dirt roots.
Well, there's nowhere in the world that's any better known for noodling than right here in Oklahoma. And we have some of the best noodling tournaments around. On this week's show, we're meeting up with one of our friends, Jason Reynolds, who's going to be hosting an Oklahoma noodling tournament. Then we're going to go meet up with Jason again a few weeks later, and we're going to do some late season Oklahoma noodling. Stay tuned, it's going to be fun.
I'm Tommy Dillon with Central New Holland here in Oklahoma City. When you're preparing that food plot, one of the best tools to have is a tiller. A tiller is going to turn around and you make one pass. It's going to cut 6 to 7 inches deep. You'll be ready to plant that seed for your upcoming season.
Come on, big time, raised on a dirty road. Grew up with doing what my daddy told. Sipping from a jar, swimming in the water hole. Living this hick life, wild as a rodeo. Hick life, raised on a dirty road. Grew up with doing what my daddy told. Sipping that jar, swimming that water hole. Living this hick life, wild like a rodeo.
If you are a wild game hunter, you are going to want to look at a Traeger grill. Now, I've cooked a lot of elk and deer on my Traeger grill, and one perfect technique to use is you can put it on this grill and do what's called a reverse sear. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a smoke mode for 15, 20, 30, 45, 2 hours, however long you have, take it off, crank the grill up to 500 degrees, put it back on, and do a reverse sear. Cooking wild game with a smoky flavor is the best way, I think, to get all of that gamey taste out of it if you shot a big, nice buck and want a way to make a perfect steak. Thank you for watching. Come visit us at Cook, Feed, and Outdoor.
Well, on July 11th, I headed out to Lake Eufaula to Cat Daddy Cove for the 4th annual Extreme Bite Me Noodling Tournament, being held Eufaula Amphitheater. This event is hosted by Don Brewer, which you might recognize as Cat Daddy from Swamp People. Now, the tournament is being emceed by our good friend Jason Reynolds. Now, if you've ever been to an outdoor expo, you might recognize Jason from his very popular Fetch and Fish show. Matter of fact, if they had an entertainer of the year for outdoor expos, it'd probably go to Jason for his Fetch and Fish show. Now, if you get a chance, you'll want to attend one of these noodling tournaments that they put on. They have a great time. You'll see some big fish, and they give a lot of prizes away to the kids and to the adults. And they usually finish up the evening with some live entertainment. And you'll never get a chance to see any bigger fish than right here at this tournament.
My God!
And as you can see, it's not unusual for the whole family to get involved, even the little ones.
All right, give it up for these flathead chasers. Y'all give it up. This is the last team for this year to win. They got 3 good ones. Show them some love. This is the last piece of little bits coming. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Now, after the weigh-in is finished and the live entertainment is getting ready to play, Jason puts on one of his very popular fetch and fish shows, where the kids and the adults always have a great time. A few weeks later, we head back up to Lake Eufaula, join up with Jason to do some late season catfish noodling. We're doing it a little differently. We're doing it with a hookah machine.
We're on Lake Eufaula, and I'm telling you right now, holy cow, I want you all to look at that boat ramp up there. The parking lot, there is not a single spot left.
On the right-hand side, I showed it to
There's not a single spot left. It's what are we, about 9:30 in the morning? Look at all these people. You'd think no one's got a goddamn job no more. Everyone wants to be out fishing me on the lake. Thank you. We're here on Lake Eufaula. We're here on Lake Eufaula, and we're going to go try to get in a fight with a flathead, Art and I, and Big Ed's with us. He's from Illinois, and we ain't got nothing else to do today, so we're just going to go kind of hang out. Yesterday was 99 degrees. I mean, it's kind of late in the noodling season right now, so I'm going to kind of show these guys a different trick that we do, and we'll see. I mean, we're going to go fishing. It's not called catching. I mean, hopefully we'll catch one. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully everything's working. Everything's good right now. Everything's working. You good, Big Ed?
Yep. Ready to go. Hope we get something.
Oh man, you rent that shot. Getting the art.
Oh, it's not
falling in the water. And
Here's the
got right
problem.
in.
Here's the problem. I can't.
Yeah. Here's the deal. I fished professionally for 28 years, and I have no patience for people who can't drive and ride a boat or back a. My wife can back a trailer and a boat and do everything that you need to do in a blink of an eye that most men can't do.
I got to do it myself when I go to majority of the time.
My wife can do it. She can cast a bait caster left-handed, right-handed, better than the best fisherman you know. But it was 28 years of my life that I fished Bassmasters and FLW and all that kind of stuff. And now we're going to catch them by hand today.
The right way. Hey, so why did you get out of fishing?
I blew up my back twice.
Did you?
The third time, I did have the third surgery, but I mean, I can't. Those guys will kick your heads in. I mean, entry fees was $2,500, and it's bass fish. Professional bass fishing is a lot of work.
It's hard work.
I fished for 28 years and had 32 boats. My buddy said, "Oh, you get a free boat." No, you don't get a free boat. I didn't have to pay for it, but I earned it. But man, I tell you, it's hard on your body. My elbows, I blew out my elbows. I mean, it's just tough on you. Guys, I cannot believe, look at all the goddamn people. Wow, this pandemic
That's it.
No one else has nothing else to do but go say, which is not, I mean, that's good. I want people to enjoy the outdoors. I want them to get out here. But holy cow, look at this.
Well, it's not long till we get to our first spot and we tie up to go looking for the first hole of the day.
I'm rolling. Hello, Red Dirt TV guys. We're here with Art, Big Ed. We're on Lake Eufaula. My name's Jason Reynolds. I live here. I've done this all my adult life. We're going to be noodling today, and hopefully we'll catch one. I mean, it's late in the season. We are, what, August? Near August.
25th, 26th, late July.
And we've just been fishing the last few weeks. We was catching them like this. Now the water temperature's a lot deeper, so we're going to go a lot deeper. Okay.
This is the first.
This is a first. I know.
I'm ready for this one.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll teach you. Okay. What we're going to do, for y'all that don't know, this is a hookah machine, and some of y'all ain't going to like this, but there's a lot of catfish that stays down deep, and they do what they do in these house foundations. We're on Lake Eufaula. There's a lot of house foundations that's down deep. We're going to go down in these house foundations and try to catch a big flathead. And we're going to go down probably 15 to 18 foot deep. You can't do that free diving. You have to have some air. So I come up with this several years ago, and we'll see what happens. There's a lot of catfish that needs to be caught, that doesn't get caught, that don't come shallow, if that makes any sense. There's a residence of fish that live in 1 to 5 foot. There's a residence of fish that live in 5 to 10 or 12 foot. There's a resident of fish that lives deeper. And we're going to try to catch the deeper ones today. It'll be challenging. So we'll see how we go.
I'm up for it, man. Let's tear into it.
Okay. If we come in, I'm going to have this. Okay. I'm going to have this. And if I stick this up, I'm going to be pulling it to you.
Right.
I may have a fish, I may not. You're going to pull me in. Gently. Pull me in, pull me in, pull me in, pull me in. When I let go, you never let go of that. We have to have that. Okay? You're going to throw this in the boat. You're going to grab Jason. And you're going to get him right here. Okay?
Okay.
If I go like this, that means we've got one.
Vice versa.
Ed,
right, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, exactly. Ed, Art may have one.
Yeah.
So you're going to gently pull in. Everything's in slow motion.
Right.
Everything's in slow motion. Okay. We're going to put them in the boat, and we'll go and check the next hole.
Okay. That feels much better.
I'll go like this.
That water's going to get deep quick. It's staying probably 12, 15 feet in that first foundation. So visibility is about that far in this water. So it's going to be feeling it getting big.
That means crank this up.
Well, noodling is known to be inherently a little bit dangerous anyway. But this style of noodling has some even greater dangers. Typically, you're in shallow water when you're noodling. Get into problems, you can always get somewhere where you can stand up. When you're underwater like this, in this murky water, not only can you not see each other, but if somebody gets into trouble, you really don't know what's going on. You're in water over your head, and if you've ever fought a good-sized fish, you know they're pretty strong. You're going to have that fish on your hand, and it's going to be thrashing around and fighting you, and you've got to try to swim to the surface and then get to the boat. And it's really not something probably everybody wants to try. As you saw, Jason told Big Ed to tug on his line to get Art's attention. It just so happened Art was sucking in on that regulator as Big Ed tugged the line, and it popped it out of his mouth. And instead of sucking in a couple of lungs full of air, Art sucked in a bunch of water. He came to the surface. I dropped the camera because I've seen Art in lots of situations. I've never seen him where he was struggling, and I quickly became concerned. I didn't know whether we should be calling 911 right now or what. He couldn't communicate because he had water in his lungs. It took about an hour and a half for Art to recover to where we could continue filming, and he was still in quite a bit of pain. One of his lungs, he said, felt like it was on fire. He obviously sucked in quite a bit of water, and that's not a good situation. So there again, it kind of shows the inherent danger of noodling like this.
Puke it out, Art. Puke it out. Hold on, Ed.
At AutoFX in El Reno, Oklahoma, it doesn't matter whether you need a fully fabricated custom system or just a new bumper. The team at AutoFX can do it all. From window tinting to sound systems, winches, Nerf bars, running boards, even custom lighting, or just some floor mats. Go see the guys at AutoFX.
So right now it's just the start of September, so we're still pretty hot here in Oklahoma. One of the things I like to do is, it's still a kind of a summer type pattern, is I still like to drag a big old monster zoom worm around, and we do that on a 5/0 Hayabusa 956. This hook has a super slick coating, and it's one of my favorite worm hooks I've ever used. It's got the EWG shape, and it pairs with this old monster fantastic. And depending on what you want to do with it, if you want to get out deep and target some of those offshore fish, like on ledges and stuff, like at Grand or 10 killer, stuff like that, you probably want to use something like a 1/2 ounce bullet weight. If you want to go flip docks with it, you can do all kinds of stuff with this worm right here. You can go flip docks with a 3/8 ounce weight, same hook, and this is a killer setup for this time of year when we're getting into fall transition.
Well, welcome back to Red Dirt Roots Outdoors TV. Thankfully, Art was okay. We didn't have to call 911, and after about an hour and a half, we were able to resume filming. They went down and finally found that first hole, and unfortunately, there was no fish there, but it gave them a chance to get the system figured out, and probably best Art didn't have a fish that time. And another boat pulled along, and it just turned out to be Jason's son-in-law. And we had another hole we were going to go hit, and he had a hole that he knew of close by, so he was going to show us where it was at. So hopefully we'd find a fish at one of those. One thing about noodling, if you haven't been noodling for a long time, it takes a lot of work to find holes that fish come to. So it's very helpful if you and your friends all have holes you know of to go hit each year. Typically, experienced noodlers have certain markers along the banks to tell them where the holes are at to give them an idea to get started. Or now it's more common that they've got them saved on a GPS.
All right, there's a couple big chunks of concrete, I guess, right here at the bottom of these rocks, out and about. He says 12, 14 foot of water, so we're going to jump in there and give it a shot. The last two, no luck. This one here, we got our fingers crossed. It's late. I mean, we're the end of July already, so we'll see what happens, but hopefully we come out with a nice flathead in it big time. We're about to find out. He's got his kids with him, or son-in-law anyway, and his buddy. And so I guess there's 3 or 4 concrete. It could be rocks. I don't know what it is down there. They'll go find him and pull me down there, and then we'll tear into it. That last time was serious slabs of concrete in the middle of nowhere. He says it's old foundations, I guess. But we're going to get down there and see what happens.
I'm pretty sure this is it. I got you. All right, just chill for a few minutes, and Art and I's going to hit this. It's up there. Just put in the next one. It's right there.
Well, the first hole at this location didn't produce a fish, so it's time to move over to the other hole. Well, we could tell they were staying down at this hole quite a bit longer, so they must have a fish. And it's not too much longer before they pop up, and yes, they are in luck. And as soon as they get this fish in the boat and it's secured, they head back down because there was another fish in the hole. They're going to see if it's still there. It's not uncommon at all to find more than one fish in the hole.
So we both had the first fish, and each of us are waiting for the other guy to put the stringer in its mouth.
Eddie, I need your help.
But we got it. The other one was out. That fish hit me so hard.
Give me your hand, big guy.
That was fun.
I know it. I know it. That's for speed.
That was fun. That fish, unbeknownst to us, because you can't see each other, but that fish had both of us. He had, I guess, that side, I had that side, and we're waiting for the other guy to string it. And then finally, I realized his hand was there, he realized my hand was there. I reached down for my stringer. It's gone. Lost it somewhere down there in the struggle. But I did find his. Hey, your stringer was around your neck. It come out. I seen it right here because of the mask. So I was able to grab it. When you let that fish go the first time, I had about...
No, I didn't let him go because you told me you had him. You told me you had him, so that's what I thought. So I let him go, and then I realized he got back in the hole, and he's biting the on me.
Well, he hit me one time hard. You know, I bet that fish hit hard the first time. Boom. but it bounced off of me.
Let's look at him. Let's look at him.
Let's take a peek at that fish. Oh, that's a nice fish.
It ain't a giant.
That fish will go, what, 25?
25, 30 pounds.
He ain't a giant.
That's a nice fish, though. That's a nice flathead, baby.
Come here, Art.
That was yeah, baby. That's the first one. That was nice.
Thank you, Big Ed. Thank you, Perry.
That was nice, guy.
Them small ones like that are mean. Dang, they're mean.
Good job, man.
God,
Well, it's funny. I was sitting there and I gave up because I couldn't. So here's the deal. I couldn't string it from the front the way you were pinned.
I know.
So
I
went
had my
around.
hand in it.
So
I know.
I went around and I put it in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
gill.
yeah, I knew.
And I was looking for the thing. And then you let go.
I thought you had it. I thought you had it.
And you let go. And I was like,
it takes off. And I'm like, God,
I hit
dang
it 2 more times trying to grab it.
I
and then
thought, God, dang it.
but I knew we'd get it because that fish was coming wide open. That fish was fast, man.
Is that pump off now?
Yip. Hey, that bit me on the elbow. It shook me like a rag doll.
Look.
Where do you want to go, brother?
I tried to grab that fish.
I'm gonna have to do so much audio editing on this thing.
That female grabbed me. That's how much of my arm she swallowed. I couldn't grab her.
Dang shirt, yeah.
I couldn't get a hold. I tried to grab Gil. I tried to grab everything.
Oh, she bit me. She bit me. Did you hear? Did you hear me scream like a little girl?
She hit me.
She shook me.
I was mad because I couldn't get a hold of her. She was shaking, but I couldn't grab a gill.
Eddie.
But anyway, that was a lot of
and
fun.
come back
We ended
to
up
him.
getting
That
a
way you'll be
smaller
downwind
male,
of him.
probably 25
That way
pounds,
you can
maybe
work your
30
way
pounds,
up.
but that was fun. That was fun. She come out of this. No, you said, I can hear you underneath, and you tapped me twice. When you tapped me twice, she went, whoop. I was swallowing my arm, and I'm like trying for the gills, trying. It's like, but I was able to grab that fish a couple times.
Yeah, you had, yeah.
I couldn't
hold her either. I couldn't hold it. Hey, when they're small like that, they're meaner than the big ones. I'm just telling you.
We want to say thank you to Jason and Big Ed. Red Dirt Roots is presented by Eskridge Chevrolet. We have the Chevy for you in Guthrie. Auto FX in El Reno. Take whatever you ride or drive to the next level. Cook, feed, and outdoor in Oklahoma City and Yukon. Lucky Lure Tackle, shop where the pros shop. And Central New Holland for all your equipment needs.
It's the red dirt roots in me. I'm as backwoods as I can be.